Welcome to business management class. This is the last session for level 1. Again, there are 4 levels for the business management, and we're completing the first level. So that's congratulations to everyone. Complete attendance. Yes, that really happens. But yes, congratulations. Because of that, you all get a good behavior score for me, as well as for class participation. We're not done yet because we have a presentation. As I told you last time, I opt to give my assessments and how I would gauge your understanding and how you got the lessons from the previous discussions that we had is from presentations just like this. Now, I ask you to present the first part of the business plan. So that will include a business logo, executive summary, mission and vision, a portion of the organizational chart, the salary. The good thing about this class is we have so many samples. You will not start from scratch. From my previous classes, that was your pattern. So it's a lot easier for you to begin with, to have like a model. So we're expecting that from this class, we will be producing outstanding outputs. Can I count on you with that? Tama ba, Johanna? Outstanding output? Kurt? All right, without further ado, let's begin with the presentation. Huwag kakabahan. Virtual na lang ito. But yes, if you can see here, I'm sharing the wall of names. It's all there. But before that, I'd like to introduce our panelists. We have 2. For the first part, we'll have Miss Lalibeth. Her name is her brand name is Kabayan Lalibeth. She's the current business development manager of Mama's Grill. Before, she was handling another restaurant. So I think the bulk of her experience and expertise will be handling restaurants. And I know a couple of you would be in food industry like coffee shops or actual restaurant. So yung expertise ni Ms. Kabayan Lalibet, nandyan yan. Kung paano makilala yung bagong brand sa community, yan yung kanyang expertise yan. So madaming insights tayong maririnig kay Ms. Kabayan Lalibet. Before, she was also, she is still a part of the media community dito sa Abu Dhabi. Vlogger to si Kabayan Lalibet. She used to be with Kabayan Weekly. But I believe Kabayan Weekly is still operational. She is still contributing with Kabayan Weekly, but she has created her own brand. Kabayan Lalibet, napakamayaman na tong friend na to. Friend ko na ito. Nag-aana. But yes, please give a hand for Miss Lalibet. Kabayan Lalibet, yun yung brand niya. Palakpakan niyo naman si Kabayan Lalibet.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Nice to meet everyone here.
Nasaan na siya ngayon? Dun sa hinahandle niyang restaurant. So that beautiful couch that she's sitting on is inside the restaurant. Mama's Grill. Mamaya mag-share si Miss Lalibet about that. But Miss Lalibeth, ang role niya for today is that she will give insights doon sa inyong mga gagawing presentation. The rule is, so we can accommodate as much as a presentation that we have 15-minute presentation. On the 15-minute, you should be wrapping up because we will give the remaining 5 minutes for question and answer, feedback, no? But if you could, 20 minutes per student, that's the maximum. All right, let's do it. Kapalaran, ibigin natin sa kapalaran kung sino mag-represent. Open nyo na yung mga materials nyo, ha? Nilikaw talaga.
Ayaw talaga. Sige po.
Yan. Yes, Neil. Please, I have allowed presentation, so you may share. Introduce yourself.
Share ko lang po yung screen ko, sir.
Sure.
Okay. Kita naman po, sir.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. My name is Neil, and I'm currently an IT professional enrolled in this business management course. For the fact that I want to gain fundamentals, good foundation on starting up and managing a business, my own business, of course. So, ang business plan na ipapresent or propose ko for today is online apparel store. So let's begin. Okay, so this is our logo. I just have this name, parang pumasok lang sa utak ko. So let's for the purpose of presenting, I'll be using this name, Taropako. Okay, about the company name and logo. Our logo is represented by a young chimp, a long-tailed one, which represents the playfulness and ideas. I want to be catering to the youth. I want to be catering to those millennials for this particular business or brand, and the energy to scale in new heights. Meaning to say, we have along with the playfulness, we want to have a good vision ahead, about the trends, about the fashion, most likely fast fashion, and our commitment to the nature. So the company name Taropa Co, it's basically a wordplay for camaraderie, also creativeness and ingenuity. Okay.
From Taropako.
Mission. Taropako, parang Tropako. It's like that. Okay, so our mission statement is to source high quality, sustainable fashion goods for both men and women here in the UAE region. That's our main mission. The vision is basically making sustainable fashion the new normal. Okay, sustainable. We're highly committing on the sustainable fashion side of the clothing industry. So, what is the executive summary to explain this further? So we would like Taropa Co as to be branded as a unique online apparel store here in Dubai, with the purpose of selling and reselling high quality yet affordable fast fashion clothing and streetwear goods in the UAE. When we say streetwear goods, we talk about the youth fashion. When we say fast fashion, it's the general public fashion. Okay, yung seasonal fashion. All right. So yeah, it's very normal, but it doesn't stop there. Basically, we have stepped up the game a little bit by selling consigned goods and wearables made of upcycled materials. When we talk about upcycling, it's kind of on the side of the fashion world. It's not that big, but there are some movements all around the world that is giving this a try, and it's actually gaining traction. When we say upcycled, in layman's term, it's similar to recycling, but recycling
Like a remake.
Yeah, it's making something out of discarded materials. When we say discarded, it's retaso. Ayun, parang ganon. Hindi siya necessarily luma, but it came from like factories, yung retaso nila, kokolektahin mo, then you make something out of it. So creativeness will be the key. The idea, the playfulness of your idea will be the key of creating good stuff out of those upcycling. I mean upcycled materials. So moving forward, this reduced carbon footprint because you don't have to, you don't have to contribute to the current carbon footprint that the fashion brand is known. It's actually like one of the major, I would say, contributors on the carbon footprint here in the world. So basically, reducing that. At the same time, you're making upcycled fashion a new trend in the region. So since kabataan to, we're thinking or we're visioning, we're having a vision that it will be gaining traction here in the UAE, especially in the youth. So our store will kick off with at least 100 kilos worth of sorted men's shirt and jackets, as well as women's trendy dresses. So this will be a mixed thing, men's and women fast fashion, all sourced from our suppliers in China and Thailand. Those are the fast fashion side. Now, additional one, 30 kilos worth of thrifted shirts and caps. Thrifted, it's familiar dito ngayon sa UAE. It's actually a growing, it's a growing movement also, thrifted. Now, aside from that, we will add up to the mix of the upcycled jackets, bag, and pants that will be sourced from US and Canada because may mga brands doon that they establish that we can source, and these are really good brands. So around 10 kg. So that will be our ratio, 130 to 20. The primary goal is to sell these goods sourced from outside the UAE, entering the UAE, okay, making profit, gaining momentum via advertising, via marketing, and eventually producing our own fast fashion and the upcycled apparels here locally with our own factory, inshallah. So the projected startup capital will be around 35 to 50. That includes the general trade license application, 50,000 dirhams. Ayan po, people behind the Taropa Co. So we're trying to start up with a 3-man team. Employee number 1 is me, owner manager, sales. I will be also doing the website moderation since I'm familiar with the IT side of the business. Employee number 2 will be my co-owner, my wife. She will supervise, will do the logistics and procurement, and we'll be doing the social media part. Then third, we'll hire a sales staff who will be handling the inventory and the moderation also of the website and the SOCMED part. This is the salary that I propose. If you will see, it's I'm giving less to myself and more to my employee. That's my I would say that's my take on starting up a business. So you have to pay yourself. I mean, you have to pay your staff more than yourself, but you have to do more of the job, being the employee number 1. So yeah. As a manager and owner, here are your key responsibilities: overseeing and monitoring the daily business operations, leading the company in achieving some quarterly goals from Q1 to Q4. So hindi ko na po dinetalian, pero quarterly goals. Spearheading the organization in financial planning, decision making, and customer service. Basically, I'm on top of the things I should be on top of things. So next, administer the company website, gradually improving traction for foot traffic and customer engagement. So something to do with SEOs, Facebook, social media engagements and stuff. Responsible for sourcing goods, consignment, and sales tracking. And lastly, engaging with the local community to conduct business presentation. We have to make traction on the local community also. Hindi lang pwede tayo basta-basta bato ng bato sa social media, but you have to go down to the ground, and check out the local community. See what's the vibe, see how you will be able to sell your products, your target market and stuff. So I'll be doing that one. Supervisor and co-owner, responsibilities. Sorry. Take actions and make sure the day-to-day business operation is properly staffed. So staffing and management on a day-to-day basis. Share responsibility and with the owner in financial planning, decision, and customer service. Run the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Those are the three basic. I would say these are the necessary SOC med platform for you for starting up a business. To manage foot traffic also and customer engagement. So tulong kami ni wife dyan. Then lastly, responsible for sourcing goods and procurement and logistics. Since yung wife ko my experience on logistics and procurement, so she will be handling that part. Then sa staff naman po, pasensya na hindi ko nakikita tong part ng staff. Nakakubera ng mukha. Hindi ako familiar sa Zoom kung paano tanggalin. Yun, natanggal ko na po.
Yeah.
Okay. So
nakalagay sa view.
Oo, may pop-up pala. All right, so moving on. As a staff, she or he will be paid double the salary of us with the key functions of entertaining customer inquiries through social media and closing sales. So basically siya yung customer facing na employee namin. Then managing customer inquiries on our company website. So bukod sa social media, I'll be having her or him doing the managing of the customer inquiries on the website. Tapos po, promote our goods on social media. So aside from yung pag-take lang na inquiry, so kasama na rin yung pagpo-post siguro. So online ng mga advertising po or yun po ng para day-to-day responsibility. And lastly, order, packing, and delivery, and responsible for monthly product inventory. So inventory, then order, packing. Yung delivery, will source it to third-party delivery dito sa UAE. So just in case walang delivery. Walang third party, she will be assuming the delivery side. And ayun po. So yan po yung mga proposed names sa website, sa mail, and for inquiries and for the social media platform hashtags. Any questions po?
All right. So again, this is just a portion. We will be dividing the business plan in 4 portions, and this is the first quarter of it. So wala pa yung part ng marketing, wala pa yung part ng financial, wala pa yung part ng risk management or part ng contingency plan. Ang focus nun doon sa part ng salary part, I understand lalaki pa yan because would have to check what are your potential income. So at least you have like a set amount. As an idea, but as we progress, you'll have an idea how to increase it. What else here? Yeah, I'll give more feedback after Miss Lalibeth. Miss Lalibeth, can you go back sa Neil doon sa part ng logo? Miss Lalibeth, would you have any insights?
Hi, hello. Okay, sorry, I like someone here. Okay, this is something that is not much related to my experience. Are you hearing me, guys?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So that's the logo, and we always, when we have the logo or something, a design, it will give a personality first of all. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. Simplicity is beauty. I actually like it. what Taropa means?
Ano daw yung ibig sabihin ng Taropa? Ano? Nakamute ka,
Nakamute si Neil. Nakamute ka, Neil. I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry po. So, Taropa is a word play for the Tagalog word tropa or kaibigan or brother. So, Taropa Co is a word play for our company, Taropa Company, Taropa Co. Just to,
Taropa.
Taropa Co, tropa kita, brother
Nice.
kita. We're one. We're one community, something like this.
Yeah, I guess your logo, alam mo yung icon mo na parang looks like monkey and smarty and simply tells or describes you, no? Parang ikaw yun.
Opo. I would say yes.
Oh, parang ikaw. So, from my side, when it comes to branding, company logo, as I mentioned, it has to have a personality, and my first glance is that I'm liking it, and I'm trying to link it to you as the person behind it. And okay, we'll go into the designing. I'm not a designer person much, but I can design. And to my perspective is more on giving the meaning to it. That's why I asked, what's your vision about your company? And well, for me, that's fine for me. That's fine for me. Only for me. How about you, Joel?
I would agree on the simplicity, no? At saka yung wordplay, that's actually a good and already unique name. It's catchy. Doon tayo sa sa manpower mo.
Okay.
Catchy yung
By the way, bago mo ilipat, going back first, dito muna sa kanyang logo.
Sure.
What about not having it in the rectangle? Because when you have the rectangle, there is something meaning to it. So what's the meaning of having it inside the rectangle?
Sorry, ma'am. The voice is cutting in and out. Ano po yan? What is the meaning of having it inside the?
Kasi nakalagay siya sa rectangle na parang powder blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ano po yung meaning ng rectangle na yun? So somehow yung brand mo may explanation na when we have the logo as a company branding mo. Lahat may explanation yan, di ba po? Ang yung first glance sa Taropa, yung itim na may parang monkey design, yun yung mag-attract sa eyes ng tao that will define ng iyong company or yung brand mo. Mas malaki yung rectangle kaysa yung pinaka-main subject ng iyong company, if you agree with me.
Yes, okay. To answer that, ma'am, actually, I'm trying other shapes. Kaso visually, it comes down to two lang, circle and square. So pero kasi po yung circle na po yung yung logo ko. So I tried to eliminate that one muna and go for the square. Pero yeah, I agree. Medyo malaki yung square, but yeah, I would take that as a area of improvement.
What about not having the rectangle and just have, yung makikita na kasi yung design ng monkey mo, parang apple, di ba? See, the apple is just the apple, but it's very powerful. Wala siyang iba-iba pang text, even text, there's nothing there. But it's a brand. So kung wala kayo siyang rectangle, subukan mo lang kung how it will stand out.
Yes, it also looks good without the square, the rectangle or the square gray thing. I just want to emphasize it because I got a white background presentation, so just to emphasize the brand. The logo itself.
Okay, that's okay.
All right. Sa part ng doon sa manpower, balik ka sa manpower mo.
Ito po.
Miss Lal, yes, ay doon sa taas, sa task and responsibility. Mag-i-improve pa naman to, Miss Lalibet, kasi first portion pa lang siya, no? So,
Yeah.
can you, Miss Lalibet, can you share? We only have like 4 minutes bago maputol. Pag naputol, you just go inside with the same link. Miss Lalibet, ano yung importance ng division of task, no? Kung ikaw ay nasa isang company or kunyari nasa isa kang like diverse work org chart, kapag ikaw ay business development, hanggang ano yung mga task mo? And if there are like you think that there are tasks that is already overflowing, what are the things that you should do po?
Okay, as ang point ko is directing towards the business development person in a company. Am I right?
Yes.
And then you are now putting into a situation where the tasks are overwhelming on the side of the employee, subordinate, or you as the business development person in the company. There are two things there. For the task that you seem to be overwhelming, or like marami na for your subordinate, that level. As the business development, we always believe in delegation, right? And speaking of tasks, so you balance among yourselves yung mga task distribution so that you still, reach to your vision. Hindi naman pwedeng yung isa sobrang lapa na siya and the rest are just watching. So teamwork and delegation are two things that you will consider within your organization as well. Am I getting to your point?
Yeah. Earlier, you had shared about hiring some outsourced individuals to help you with some tasks for your work. Tama po ba yun, Miss Lalibeth? When is the right time to do that, and when can you still say that I can still do it?
That is actually what is happening. And it will always happen. For example, the social media management is nowadays is really very tedious, and you need to be on top of it because you cannot just be behind of what's trending. So if you are a business development manager, or you are the CEO, the owner, you cannot grasp everything of it. Rather, you can outsource, have other teams from outside your organization to collaborate with you, because these tasks are easy for them but will overwhelm you if you will take this on into your hands.
Yes, po. I think that
especially social media, and you can always integrate like project-based kind of work. Like this particular work, they're already in for instance, at a certain moment or a certain time of the month, you are exhausted with some important other things related to your business. Then you can outsource a particular line of tasks to by a project base. Like, hey, you do this. This is what I need. This is what I require for this month or a certain period, and you allow another team to work on your behalf.
Yes. Thank you for that insight. It's less than a minute. Let's just enter the same link po, no, na sinend ko. Kasi nagka-cut every 40 minutes po siya eh. All right? Once it's cut, let's just enter the same link. Pero good job portion. There are just things that we need to progress in sa mga succeeding sessions that we'll have. You'll have